WolfGxngDon, never lacking. 2K bills to the fraction, breaking it down to the pound, puts news and views on tips to get you cracking. It don't stop till we on top, boy, brick by brick, we gotta build. Give a like and drop a sub, this WolfGxngDon, you know it's real. Never chill, sauce it up, we stacking, getting bills. Peep the traction, getting badges, 2K champ, this how it feels. This the dawn, yeah, running it up, no time to play. You know what's on, yeah, the greatest builds inside 2K.
All right, man, to start the build off, just go ahead and make a new file because sometimes in old files it messes up a little bit. So just trust me on this. Go to a new file. We're going to make a power forward. Handiness is up to you. Jersey numbers up to you as usual, man. Don't nothing change for the day of the week. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, we can go ahead and continue. So for the body settings on this build, you want to go 6'8", max weight. So that's 280 pounds. And you want to also do max wingspan, which is 7'6". For the body type on this, you want to go burly. Now, all right, we can go ahead and get started. Same thing as usual. We can go ahead and max out the actual attributes on the player, and we're gonna keep it going the same way that we do all the other glitches, man. You go pick the takeovers. The takeovers do not matter. This is not the final build. Then we can go ahead, edit the build, go to the main menu. I'm gonna kind of speed this up just so we can get through it a little bit faster. I'm not trying to make this video crazy long. So then we're gonna go ahead and edit this build, go out to the main menu, choose the metric system. I know for some reason when you record on the PlayStation, it does not let you go into the actual settings. See, it skipped it real quick. Now we're gonna go back into the builder, man. So for the height on the build, we're gonna go with 2.10, man. That's what you wanna do. It's gonna ask you if you wanna continue. Yes, you do. You're going 2.10, leave the weight. The wingspan, we can go up to 2.36. Go ahead and max the build out once again, man. You already know how to do this. You definitely want to go ahead and choose those takeovers. And we're going to edit the build again, bro. I'm telling you, we got to do this a few times. I sped it up to make it a little bit faster. Go back out to the main menu, go back to Imperial, go back into the actual settings thing. You're going to take the build. You're going to take it up to 6. You're going to take it down to 6'9". Keep the weight, keep the wingspan, body type still burly. Max the build out again. Like I said, I'm trying to make it quick, so I sped it up. We can go ahead and get back through it, edit the build one more time, go back into the metric system, man. Now, we can go ahead and edit this one more time. We're going to take it back to 2.10 meters. That's what you want to do, 2.36 again. Max the build out again, man. I'm telling you, it's going to be worth it all in the end. So just stick with me through the glitch, man. Pick the takeovers again. Then we'll go ahead and edit the build one more time. Go back into the metric system. Do it one more time. So now it's 6'11". We're gonna drop it down to 6'8", and the glitch is pretty much done, man. So you can start with the weight, drop the weight all the way down to where you want it. This is the part where you can actually start to edit the build, man. So all right, we're gonna get into the actual build right now. All right, man, now that the glitch is done, we're gonna go ahead and actually edit the build so we can make it that Giannis build that we're looking for, man. Giannis is the #1 shades of on this build, and I do think that is very appropriate. Maybe not as much defense as I would have wanted, and actually might drop another build with a little more defense and a little more shooting. But y'all just wait on that for me, my boy. All right, for this build, we'll be going with 6'9", 210 pounds, and 7'7" with the wingspan. And for the body type, we are going with Define. But as usual, do whatever you need to do to make sure the build fits you. Bars. But yeah, anyway, let's go ahead and get right into these attributes, man. We're gonna start off with the finishing. First things first, we're gonna take the close shot and put it up to a 52, man. I know that's not crazy high for a Giannis type build, but we had to give up something so that we could get the best possible of all those other attributes, all those other categories. But all right, for the driving layup, we will be going with an 80, just to give us some of those finishing badges. You do want to make sure you can finish at the rim with stuff other than dunks, because you won't always get a dunk, man. That's just something to think about. Driving dunk, we're gonna go with a 92 because we do want the elite contact dunks, man. We want all the dunks that we can get, and I also want to have standing dunk on the build. The build is 6'9". You should be able to do something under the rim, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna go with an 80 with that standing dunk. And now on to the shooting, man. We will have a little bit of something on the shooting, nothing too crazy. You know, Giannis is not the greatest shooter, so we're gonna go with an 82 with the 3-point shot and a 82 with the mid-range shot, a 75 with that 3-point shot. So you still will be able to hit them. I would just suggest waiting until you are wide open, man. This build is not the greatest of shooters, but I mean, from the mid, you could definitely knock those down. And with the free throw, we can go with a 72, man. You do not want to be leaving points at the line. Make sure you have a free throw if you're going to take this build in the rec, which I would highly suggest. I mean, it can also play very decent in park, but this is more of a rec build for my guys that do play rec. So for the pass accuracy, we going with an 85. The ball handle, we're going with a 77. And the speed with ball, we're going with a 65. Pretty much just enough to get quick first step on silver, man. We're really not pressing anything too hard. We just want to make sure that we can get that quick first step on silver. You will be faster than a lot of the other people that will be guarding you. If this build is at the 3, even better, man. All right, for the perimeter defense, we're going to go with an 87. With the steal, we will be going with a 68 block. Go ahead and max that thing out, man. Giannis is a master at getting blocks. He ain't never scared to jump. He did get posterized by Jason Tatum the other day, but that's because he jumps so much, you know what I'm saying? And all right, with the offensive rebound, we're going to leave that alone, but we're going to take the defensive rebound up to a 91. You got to be able to get those boards at the power forward position. And for the physicals, we're just going to max everything out and make sure you put that vertical up to an 80, man. If you don't, you will regret it. That's how you get those elite contact dunks. You don't want to miss out on them, man. Now, all right, we got a final badge count of 20, 22, 21, and 23, bro. That is a very balanced build. And, you know, we still got those extra badges that we could use in order to make the build a little bit better. But, all right, to look at some of these takeovers, man, this build does not get slash and take, which kind of sucks. But, I mean, you got so many other things going for you, man. As the primary take on this one, I'm going to just go with lockdown. You know what I'm saying? Give the build a little bit of something to play defense with. And the second one, I'm going to go with spot up. It comes out as a post playmaker, man. Shades of Giannis Antetokounmpo, man. Number 1, Evan Mobley and Chris Webber. All very solid power forwards, man. But all right, now we're going to go ahead and test those badges out so I can show you some of the badges that I'll put on this build to make it the very best it can be, man. Now we can go ahead and start out with these finishing badges, man. First thing you want to do, you definitely want to have limitless takeoff on this build. With the dunk so high, you definitely want to be able to do that. We do have standing dunk, so you want to use rise up. Posterize, we're going to put that on gold, slithery finisher on Hall of Fame. And then with the last few badges, we will be putting that on Lob City finisher. You definitely want to be able to catch lobs on this build. It'll make the build more useful, especially if you are up there setting screens. Even though we don't have any interior on this build, because we definitely don't need it. This build is for the 3/4. You don't need to be setting heavy screens. It's kind of like just to bump somebody, get your point guard a little bit open, and then go ahead and slash to the rim and catch that oop, man. You want to finish those, so you definitely want to make sure you have Lob City finisher on something. Then as we get started on the shooting badge, man, you definitely want to have hot zone on. That's definitely a badge that will help you score on this build something crazy. Sniper, I love that badge on Hall of Fame. I put it on all my builds. We can go with stop and pop because this build can dribble a little bit. Catch and shoot on bronze, blinders on silver, and corner specialist on silver. And then, in order to utilize that difficult shots, we do have that 82 at the mid-range. You want to make sure you can take extreme advantage of those middies, man. I'm telling you, middies are open like crazy, and a lot of people aren't taking them. Those difficult shots will definitely get you there. It'll make the build just a little bit different because a lot of people don't take those middies. And with you being able to dunk so well, those middies will be open. People are going to be playing back once you get past somebody. People are going to be waiting for you at the rim, but don't worry, we ain't going there. We're going to pull that midi up. Go ahead and stretch that defense out a little bit more. Now onto the playmaking badges, man. You want to make sure that you put unpluckable on because people will try to rip you just because you're a tall build. They don't think you don't got no handles. Couldn't be further from the truth. You do have a little bit. We can go ahead and put unpluckable on silver. Quick first step on silver. Handles for days on silver. Just in case you do want to get kind of crazy with the dribble moves, I want to make sure you have the badges to actually do that. Bullet passer, of course, that's a badge that I never sleep on. Space grid, I'm going to just put that on bronze for now because you do want to have a little step back in your repertoire. Break starter, put that on Hall of Fame. We do have a 91 rebound. You'll probably be getting a lot of them, especially those rebounds that are kind of far out, hard to get. And then bailout, I just like that badge because it helps you. Because sometimes you do need to take those shots where somebody's running at you. But if you don't have enough space, just bail out, man. Pass that ball out to somebody else so y'all can keep the offense going. If you don't have bailout on, those will be turnovers a lot, man. Do not make the mistake of not putting that badge on anything. Bronze is good enough to get some decent animations. You want that badge on, just trust me on that. Now this build will be able to defend a lot of different positions, so make sure that you kind of like thinking about how you're going to be playing. I did put rebound chaser on this build. I'm definitely going to put intimidator on Hall of Fame. I love that badge. It definitely stops a lot of those dunks. And you want to be able to you want to be disruptive in the paint, man. We're going to go with a box on bronze. I don't think you need it up that high. You're not the primary rebounder, but you do need to help slow people down just a little bit. Clamps on silver. Like I said, this build can defend a lot of different positions. You want to make sure you're using that length to the best ability. Interceptor, that goes without saying, man. You need that to be a demon in those passing lanes. You want to be able to stop a lot of people. We're gonna put tireless defender on bronze. Rim protector, I'm gonna put that on gold. With a bronze chase down, I do think this build has a high probability of getting a lot of blocks. You do have a 95 block, so think about that. You want to make sure you can use that to its highest ability, man. But all right, that's pretty much it for me. I'm gonna go ahead and head on out. But before you do, make sure you do me a favor, like the build, or like the video for sure. Let me know what you think about the build down in the comment section, and check out some of my other videos, man. I have so many dope builds that you can use in the rec, in the park, whatever you want to do, man. But all right, I'll catch y'all boys in the next one. It's your boy Don, and I'm out of here. Peace.
Piling paper got them talking nice to me. Down the bottle, it be going right through me. Brown baby down to take a flight to me. They think that I'm stunting, but it's slight to me. Piling paper got them talking nice to me. Guess that's why the